Hello, everybody. I'm Melissa, and welcome back to Book Bar, and welcome to my quarter one unhaul. Obviously, if I recently posted my quarter one haul, I'll have that linked above. But as I'm moving, I'm realizing I have way too many books, and I helped my niece a couple weeks ago go through her books, and I was like, okay, is it like a series that you really love? If it was like a book in a series that you're trying to get all of them for. She was like, yes. Okay, we can keep those. And then I was like, if it's a book you've read, is it a book you want to reread, or you want to give it to your sister to read? And if she said yes, then we kept it. If she said no, then it was like, all right, then let's get rid of them. And I was like, you know what? I need to do the same thing for myself. So I did. And now I have a nice little unhaul here that I'm going to go over. Just because I'm unhauling a book does not mean it was bad. Does not mean I didn't love it. It just means I didn't love it, and I don't think I need it on my shelves. And I'm sure somebody will appreciate them more than me having them on my shelves. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go on into it. There's no rhyme or reason. They're literally just in a pile of books that I need to unhaul and post on Pango. So they will be on Pango when you see this. And yeah. We're just going to get started. I might give a reason, I might not. So the first book is Like You Love Me by Adriana Locke. I read this a couple years ago. I really enjoyed it. I don't see myself rereading it. I haven't given it to my mom to read. I just don't think I need to keep it. I'm sure somebody else will absolutely love it, and it will go to a better home. Then a book I'm going to give to my niece is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I have heard really good things about this. I just am not in the middle grade mood. I haven't been for a really long time, so I'm going to get rid of this one and give it to my niece, who I'm sure will absolutely love it. So that's going out of my house. Then The Revenge Pact by Ilsa Madden Mills. I read this for a football vlog. I found it at Half Price Books, and I usually try to pick up indies when they're at Half Price Books, but I enjoyed it. I read it. I enjoyed it. I just don't think I'm ever going to reread it. It's not a book I think my mom would enjoy. So it's going to find a better home. Dirty Business by Tijan. I've read a lot of Tijan books. I usually enjoy them, but I have had this for a while, and I just have not been picking it up. So her books are on KU. So I'm going to get rid of it. It'll go to a better home, I'm sure. And yeah, we're just moving on. Then The Wolf of Oren-Yaro. I bought this for a book club, and then I never just read for the book club, and I have only heard negative things about this, and so I just don't have time. It's epic fantasy. If I haven't heard from people that love fantasy, if people that I trust their fantasy recs, I don't think I'm gonna like this, so it's gonna go. Then I am breaking up with Lucy Score, even if I have not read her books. I just don't get along. You will have seen a vlog recently where I read final books in a series, and I just decided I'm done. I'm breaking up with Lucy Score, so I got the Christmas fix. I think it was like on like a really cheap paperback sale for Christmas time, and her books are on KU if I decide I want to read it at Christmas, but I just don't think I will. I'm getting rid of By a Thread. All of the Knock 'Em Out series. This is the series that made me decide I don't need Lucy Score in my life. I enjoyed this one. Things We Never Got Over. I really didn't like this one, and I really hated this one. So, yeah. I gave this one to my mom to read last year, and she has not asked to read these ones. So, these two. So, these can go. I'm sure somebody will love them. Then another one is Forever and Ever by Lucy Score. Again, so long, unnecessary. It can go. This book I love, but I have 2 copies of it, so it can go. I don't need 2. One of them can go. Then Love in the End Zone by Karina Rose. I read this. It's signed. I had a good time with it. I read it for that same football vlog. I don't see my mom reading it. Like, I don't see it being one that I give to my mom. I don't see me ever rereading it. I don't see me collecting the series, so it can go. Spy Family Volume 1. I really enjoyed this, but I tend to not reread manga. Like, I'll read the series, but manga gets expensive, so I don't need to own all of a series, especially when I can use my library. I read Volume 2 from the library. I don't think I would go buy it or anything, so it can go. find a better home of someone who collects manga. I just don't happen to be that type of person. Same vein, The Remarried Empress. I really enjoyed this. This is a gorgeous, stunning manhwa. I just don't see myself rereading it. And I don't collect them. They're expensive. I just read them when I can. And yeah, so this will find a better home. 1,000 White Kisses by Tilly Cole. I read this a couple years ago. I really enjoyed it. I bought this Hello Lovely edition on like a scratch and dent sale. And I just decided I don't need it anymore. This author has had some problematic stuff going on. And I just don't see me ever rereading this story. It's not a romance. And so it can go. Then The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. It's gorgeous, but all of my other books in the Folk of the Air trilogy are paperback. So I don't need this one to be in hardback. I don't know. I might not even read the next book in this duology. I've kind of moved on from this. But if I do read it, want to read the second one, I might get it from the library. And if I do really enjoy it, I will get the second book. I'll get them in paperback so that they match. Okay. So I am getting rid of, I just hauled this. There's a couple books coming up that I've just hauled. But I was able to get the gorgeous sprayed edges for very cheap. So you will see that in my next quarterly haul. So this one can go because it's nothing special. So yeah, it doesn't have the fun embossing. It doesn't have the sprayed edges. It's just got the book of the month. So this one can go. Then the discreet edition of Fair Catch by Candy Steiner that came in the swag bag. I don't foresee me getting the rest of them in this edition. So, and this was I didn't like this book that much, so. So this one can go. Canadian Boyfriend by Jenny Holiday was a pretty good read. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it, but I don't see myself rereading it. I don't see myself giving it to my mom to read. So someone else can have a good time with this and love it. This one hurts a little bit because it is just absolutely stunning, but I didn't love this one. I gave it 3 stars. I don't know that Hello Lovely will do the rest of the series in these gorgeous editions, and I'm sure there's someone out there who would absolutely love to have this on their shelves, because it makes me sad. Like, I don't want to get rid of it, but I just don't have the space for it. And yeah, so hopefully someone else will absolutely love this. Then this is a book I got in a reveal book box a couple years ago, and I'm not a big MC fan, and I just don't, I have not picked it up. It's been like 2 or 3 years, and let's see, it was published in 2022, so I've had it for at least a year, if not more. I just don't see myself picking it up. I believe it's on KU if I want to, but yeah, just hopefully someone else will love it. The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I read this. It was okay. It was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it, but my mom is not a big single dad nanny fan, and I don't see her wanting to read this one. So it can go. Find a better home. This one kind of hurts because I did love this series and I love the movies, but I just don't ever see myself rereading them. My nieces are too young for them at this point in their lives. So, to all the boys I've loved before, P.S. I still love you, and forever and always, Laura Jean. Always and forever, Laura Jean. They can go find a home with someone else who will appreciate them, and it will be the right time for them to read them. I just, again, don't need books that I don't see myself rereading. Another one that kind of hurts to get rid of, but I didn't love this duet, was the Red Thorn duet, or the Thorns duet. I didn't have a great time with it. Book 1 was better than book 2. I just didn't love it, and so this is the Eternal Embers edition. They will hopefully find a home that will love them and appreciate them and want to display them. I just don't see myself doing that, and yeah, so they can go. Then Beauty and the Baller and Princess and the Player. I enjoyed these when I read them. My mom read this one last year, has not asked to read this one. Don't think she cares. So, I mean, I might ask her and like see if she wants to, and then I'll just sell it right after. But yeah, these could both go. Again, they were a good time, but not something that I necessarily want to own forever. Then this is one that I got in my first ever reveal book box, like in 2021. And I have not yet picked it up. So it can go, and that is Everwin by Liberty Freer. I've just had no desire. And it can go find a better home, hopefully. Somebody who wants to read this. I will look, maybe it's on KU, and eventually I'll read it, but I don't know. This edition of Throne of Glass, I love it. It's gorgeous. I love this book, but I'm not going to get the rest of the covers like this. So this one can go because I won't ever be able to collect them all. They go for too much money. So Throne of Glass, this edition can go. Yeah. Hopefully I can get the other edition with some of this money that I make. This is another one that kind of hurts because it's a stunning, gorgeous cover, but I didn't love this book. It is personalized, which does kind of suck because it is harder to sell when they are personalized, but it is signed by the Wander who took the picture and the author, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, this one, didn't have a great time with it. It can go. A couple more that came in book boxes that I just don't care to, I have not picked up. I don't know that I will. Are Maybe We Will by Melissa Foster. I believe this is on KU. It's, I think, Small Town, Billionaire. I have not been interested. It is a Montlake title, so possibly on KU Read and Listen. The Lucky Shamrock by Carolyn Brown. I have no desire to read that. It is on KU Read and Listen. I already know because I looked it up. Casey Hagen's book, why did I say the author's name? Devious Wingman by Casey Hagen. This is in the Cocky Hero Club series. I just don't care to read it. I've had it for a really long time. I got this, I don't remember how, but the Kindred Spirit Supper Club. I believe it's like magical realism. I don't know. I mean, some traditionally published romances are fun, but usually when I do pick them up, I get the audiobooks of them. So I will probably just do that. And yeah, it can go. Then another book box book, Romantically Perfect by S.E. Rose. I've had it for a while. No desire to pick it up. Love at First by Kate Claiborne. When I was first getting back into reading, I would go to Target all the time and buy books, and I shouldn't have done that because I just have books that I'm never going to read, and this is one of them. Another one, I don't remember how I got it, but Not Your Average Hawkeye. I believe it's like She Falls in Love with the Devil, but like I didn't hear great things about it when it was out, and I haven't picked it up, so it can go. A couple historicals that can go. Untamed by Elizabeth Lowell. Gorgeous step back, but I just don't think I will ever reread it. I was keeping it for the step back, and that's not the right thing to do. My Fake Rake by Eva Leigh. I enjoyed this, but I have not picked up the rest of the series. I do still own it. I'm going to keep them. But I just don't, I don't think it'll be a favorite. And if it is, I have seen this copy a ton of times at Half Price Books. So I can always get it there. I got this for like $1, and it's not a step back, so I don't know why I have it. I'm not a huge Julia Quinn fan, so this is How to Marry a Marquis. It can go. All right, almost done. To like one stack. Dear Ava by Elsa Madden Mills. Again, I got this at a Half Price Books. I really enjoyed it when I read it, but I don't see myself ever rereading it. It's not a book I would give my mom to read. It was a good time, but just not something I need to own. Another one that's personalized, but I don't know. I might end up keeping this. We'll see. You'll know if it's on my Fango or not. The Mistletoe Bet by Marin Moore. I love the cover. It's really pretty and it's really cute. But I just don't know that I will reread it. And I never read the second book in the series. Not that I can't. I mean, it's on KO. But yeah, this one, it might not be on the unhaul, but for now, I'm putting it in the unhaul. Then this one is kind of sad, but I am getting rid of Daily for Aunties and For Aunties in a Wedding. I just don't ever see myself rereading them. My mom has already read both of them, and they're fun, but like they're not books that I'm going to necessarily recommend, because they're just not my usual genre. They're a fun read. I had a good time with them. And I might maybe keep this one and just get rid of this one. I don't know yet. We'll see. We will see. Voices in the Snow by Darcy Coates. Again, it's not a book I'm going to actively recommend. It's a very creepy cover. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it, but I also don't see myself owning the rest of the series. I don't know that I will get the rest of the series, so this one can go find a home with someone who loves it. All right, 4 more. Almost done. I DNF'd Looking to Score, so it can go. I got it in a book box. I tried it for the football vlog. I DNF'd it, so I don't need it. The Rattled by Lauren Asher. I really enjoyed this book. I own all of Lauren Asher's newer books, but Bloom picked these up, and I won't be able to get all of the indie editions. So if I get them, I'll just get the Bloom editions. All of her other books are Bloom editions, so they'll match. If I do pick them up, it'll be fine. We'll see. Then I got a special edition of 'Tis the Season for Revenge. I love this cover. I'm sad to get rid of it, but I got the special edition that matches Cruel Summer, and I just don't need to have multiple editions of this book, so it can go. And then the last one I got in a swag bag from Wanderlust a couple years ago, and that was Misadventures of a Virgin by Meredith Wilde. Don't see myself ever picking it up. So yeah, those are the books that I am unhauling this quarter. Let's see how many there are. I believe there are 52 there. So, or 53. 53 books that I am unhauling this quarter, which is good. I need to declutter, get rid of things. So, yeah, that is all I have for now. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a moon emoji for The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which hopefully I will still read it with my nieces, and they will enjoy it more than me. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye.